Hey everybody, Christopher Moonlight here, director of the Quantum Terror. Another update for my Quantum Terror Indiegogo contributors and everyone else who's been waiting for the movie. So, why is the movie taking so long? We're on year 3. I was hoping this movie would take 2 years to do. Usually 2 to 3 years is the amount of time it takes for a movie to get made. Of course, I wasn't factoring in that those movies have whole production teams, so that's one of the reasons it's taking a bit longer. I wanted to kind of fill you guys in on where I'm at, what else is going on in my life that is, making it so I can't dedicate 100% of my time to finishing the Quantum Terror. And I'm going to show you a few things while I talk. So the first thing is that editing is taking a lot of time. I had a lot of early success with editing for the first half of the movie, and that was because the first half of the movie was a lot less visually effects heavy. What's up? You gonna be in the video? No? Okay. I'm making a video. Okay. She responds and jumps. Anyway, editing that video has been, in the second half, has been a lot more difficult because there's been a lot more visual effects shots. I'm not saying CGI. A lot of it is compositing actors with green screen and miniatures and puppets and a lot of stuff that, is what I feel is going to make this movie really unique and cool. So what I learned in editing the second half is that there were just some scenes that I couldn't edit before the visual effects. I needed those visual effects in there. So it kind of interrupted the flow of the editing, whereas in, the first part of the movie, if there was a green screen shot, it was usually just an actor, interacting with nothing, but I still knew that it worked as a placeholder for the edit and that I could fill in the visual effects. Here, there are just full visual effects shots that I have no placeholder. I can, put in a little card that says scene missing, but it's not going to help me with the timing. So I need to know what that visual effects shot is actually going to be like time-wise. That's the first part. The second part is that I have a lot of, I've got bills. As you guys know, I recently moved to California with my family. I took up a couple of jobs to pay the bills, and between those jobs and the movie, I work 7 days a week. Usually from when I wake up at about 6:30 in the morning, take my kids to school, and I start working, pick my kids up from school in the early afternoon. But I have 2 amazing jobs, and they tie directly into the Quantum Terror in a lot of ways. One of them is I have a development deal with one of the investors on the Quantum Terror. His production company is Mesmer Films. His name is Doug Mayfield. He's turned into one of my favorite people. He's a joy to work with, and he and I have a deal that gives me an income and is helping me, along with him, develop several film projects that one of them will turn into the next film after the Quantum Terror. I'm very excited about them. We've been doing all sorts of kind of pre-production stuff, screenwriting, writing treatments, writing screenplays, creating artwork, creating previs material, and it's like my 40-hour-a-week job, which is very good. And then I have a part-time job working for Studio ADI. You know Studio ADI as Tom Woodruff and Alec Gillis. They have been wonderful to me through the years, and they offered me this opportunity that I couldn't pass up to become their director of social media. So I helped them get their message of practical effects out there into the world, as well as a number of other things I won't go into right now. But it's very exciting work for them. They just finished up, they're promoting their work on the movie It. They created the makeup for Pennywise. They've worked on the Aliens franchise, Aliens versus Predator, and they have a lot of cool stuff going on right now. I will link to their social media so you can see what's going on a little bit, and they've got some cool announcements coming up. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I think even after my development deal is over, that kind of ensures that I still have work coming up after that. So that's a part-time job. And then I still work on the Quantum Terror. All this stuff is happening at once. I work 7 days a week. Yes, I'm tired. Yes, I'm looking forward to a day when I don't have as much to do. But the fact is that this is unavoidable. It's inevitable. People say like, oh, why don't you back off of one or the other? But no, these things are paying my bills, and they're ensuring that I can create the Quantum Terror and can work towards my next goal and provide with my family and work on something that gives my family future prospects. I mean, that's the big thing. I'm working hard now, so I have things in the future. So I'm not just left hanging, no job, no prospects, no money coming in, and then, how do I pay for the apartment? How do I feed my kids? How do I make sure they're getting their school supplies, that sort of thing. So it's a delicate balancing act. I'm grateful. This is a lot of work. I'm tired a lot. It is kind of a juggling act, but so many people do not get to pursue their goals, and I think I've been clever. I think I've made this stuff work for me in a way that no other person would have the opportunity to do. This situation is unique to me. So, it's all going to happen. It's taking some time. I appreciate everyone's patience and understanding, their concerns about whether I'm going to burn out. I've been concerned about that too, I'll admit. But, I haven't so far. And, along with the hard work and along with the stress that comes with it sometimes, there's also been a lot of revelations, a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of things I've been very proud of. Working on these scripts, working on these projects, being able to be that guy that looks at things and comes up with solutions on such a low budget. And some of them have worked out really well. I can't wait to show you. So I'm very proud of everything. I'm very grateful to all of you. Your patience, again, your understanding, your concern. I know I'm being redundant here. I appreciate them, and it is my promise to you that I am going to deliver on everything that I told you I'm going to do. There's Indiegogo rewards still to come. The t-shirts, I'm going to get on that. I'm sorry that took so long. I had some mix-up with the t-shirt thing and got it worked out. The DVDs and the downloads obviously come after the movie's done. I know you've been waiting a long time for those. They are promised to you. There's actually, I'm excited to say, I'm planning on, let's see, I have to get in touch with Paul Dubel. He's another director. He's managing the documentary on the Quantum Terror, which I think you're all going to find very interesting. In the future, I'm going to have tutorials coming. There's going to be 3 versions of the Quantum Terror, by the way. There's going to be the regular version. I am going to do a black and white version because I've done some test stuff with the Quantum Terror in black and white, and it looks really cool. Oh, my dog is having a drink. If you're wondering what that sound is. And there's also going to be a director's commentary version. It's not going to be like a regular director's commentary because I can't do that for the DVD, but it's going to be like a, you're going to see along with it like shots without the visual effects, storyboards, test footage, and you're going to hear my commentary along with it. It's going to be kind of like the Christopher Moonlight Quantum Terror Film School. Talk about working with the actors and working with the special effects and working with all the wonderful talent, Anthony Gutierrez, Janet Green, Kristen Koshel, Paula Sullinger, all the rest of the cast, Matt Blackwell, Jordan Michael Brinkman. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess that's it. I've rambled on long enough. But it's very important to me that you guys know what's going on, understand who Christopher is as a person and what he's doing. It's very important to me to understand that you guys understand that I'm not flaking or slacking or anything like that. I've gone from working in a two-story house in Texas to this tiny apartment that we've crammed all of our stuff into and really don't have enough room for here in California. But it's all going to work out. It's all going to come together. If you want a picture of the luckiest guy in the world, just take a screen cap from this. So thank you all, guys. Again, feel free to write me, contact me through the blog, quantumterror.blogspot.com. I can't talk. Or the Facebook. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys soon. I'm looking forward to showing you this movie. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.